Hey, this is Selania, and yeah, it's mostly looking good. I think the main thing is you're kind of missing out on a lot of the bevels. It's looking like you're doing that thing where instead of doing a bevel, you're putting in extra edges, and it's doing smooth preview, which I don't think necessarily gives you the control to control the shape. For example, you have this really kind of big rounded surface there. And maybe stuff is more or less rounded than you want it to be. And I think there's a few more things that you could bevel, like this one is a big one, and again, you're doing that smooth preview thing, but I don't think that's quite the right shape. So again, you kind of want a little more control over the shape than just letting the smooth preview do everything for you. I think this one could use bevel along those sharp edges. Um, and Yeah, and these wouldn't be hollow; those would be solid in the front, I think, or at least have some thickness and not be paper thin. I was kind of picturing those more as boxes. And yeah, the edges on this are a little messy, and I think this was a little bit more squared off. You have it really rounded, but um, and yeah, something went a little kind of lumpy on here. If you look at the shape there, you've got like some sort of crease along the edge and crease here. I was going to suggest for that you might want to check out the smooth sculpt surfaces tool. So under surfaces, you can go down to sculpt geometry tool options and set the operation to smooth, which is this one here, and then set stroke to, you can turn on reflection right there, and you get these kind of two brushes. You can change the brush size by holding down B and then click and drag with your left mouse button. And then I was just going to say you could just smooth that out a little bit. And then you might have to then go back in and adjust the shapes some, but at least we don't have those creases. So then I might hold down W, symmetry, symmetry, and then maybe grow the selection, use soft select. And then I might hold down W and go to axis, normal, and grab on that end and pull those out a little bit. I don't know. I think like maybe this edge row could come forward. I'll thicken that up a little bit. Anyway, I think you could work on that shape a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like also in the back here, it seems like you might have built. Yeah, and in general, I would say, at this stage in the course, there's a lot of, if you could follow the videos more closely, because there's certain points I'm trying to make in the techniques that I'm showing in there. I'm using the chair as a way to show a series of tools and techniques rather than just building a chair for the sake of building a chair. So, but I can see you're doing a lot of stuff differently, and I think it'd be good to follow along more closely.